Hello, viewers, and welcome back to Kokomimi's AI presidential D&D campaign. Good to see you back after that last episode.
Oh, I don't even want to think about it. I'm really upset, Ben. I don't like this game anymore. Can't we all go play Monopoly or something?
God, what the hell happened to your voice?
Oh, it's always been like this.
No, it has not. I think I prefer you having that robotic tone more than this. Ugh, what the hell? Anyway, of course your old ass would want to play that dog shit board game. First of all,
I thought you'd like Monopoly, Trump. Seems like something right up your alley, no?
generally as a rule of thumb in life, anything Sleepy Joe likes, I hate.
That does explain a few things. Anyway, it was going to be Barack's turn for the recap, but...
No, Ben, no, it can't be. Oh no.
God, Ben, you broke him again. I'll do the recap. In the last episode, nothing much happened. You can probably skip it in the campaign, to be honest. Oh, and Merrick died. He was killed by the mayor of Saltwish trying to get revenge from Avana.
We were his friends. We were supposed to protect him, Donna. It's all wrong.
This is supposed to be a special episode with Benjin's backstory, but I'm not sure if Joe can handle it.
No, I can do it. It's what he would want. He would want us to go on.
You know that Barack isn't actually dead, right? We're having spaghetti with him tonight.
Yeah, but it's also sad. The team has been forever broken.
Well, Benjin, as you, Donna, and Argathrax walk the final stretch to Melodia City, you reflect upon your past that led you up to this point, the events in your life that led up to you coming to these island kingdoms, and finally share your story with the group. Donald, here is your temporary character sheet.
Give it here and let's get this over with. Who am I playing this time? Benjin's mommy, his wife, who? Oh, it's someone normal this time.
Go ahead and introduce your characters.
I'll be playing Benjen, of course.
And I am playing Jeremy Swift, a human bard. I have spent the years on the road playing music for my supper and a place to sleep. In the last years, I was joined by Benjen, and now we travel with a group of bards from place to place.
Among that group is someone very special. I'll be playing this character in this special backstory chapter. His name is Charles, and he is Benjin's 6-year-old son.
I told you all that you'd be calling me Daddy.
Put that sentence back in your mouth.
I could have made you play Charles, Donald.
Ben, have I ever told you that you're my favorite? I love you, my hero.
Right, I get you. We open the scene in Blackshore, a moderate-sized coastal city. Benjen, Jeremy, and Charles have been on the road with their band of traveling bards, come to this city specifically for the graduation ceremony at the local magical college, Red Greenan College of the Arcane. The school mostly attracts entry-level students who are curious about magic and desire to begin their studies, and the majority of graduating students are young teenagers who have grasped the basics of magical study and are ready to transition to larger wizard colleges or instructors. Celebrations are being held throughout the city by the families of those graduating. So it is the perfect atmosphere for traveling bards to offer their services and provide music and entertainment for these celebrations. On this particular evening, you have been invited to perform at the party of 2 graduating sisters, Sieglinde and Alouette. The party began at dusk, and now the moon is high in the sky, though celebrations have not faded in the slightest. The graduating sisters will continue their magical education under the eye of tutors, and given the food, decorations, and entertainment of the party, it's safe to say that their family is well off. Sieglinde is the taller of the two and has longer hair, while her sister is shorter with short hair and a gentle expression.
Oh, hell yes, finally we get some more waifus, and it's their graduation. A perfect time to celebrate.
They are teenagers.
God, Benjen, didn't you hear, Ben? They're teenagers. How dare you be so creepy and gross towards little girls?
Ben, tell me about my son.
Sure, Charles is a happy young boy who is learning to play instruments and the skills necessary to be a bard, just like his father, alongside the band of bards he travels with. What he lacks in skill, with his current young age, he makes up for in spirit.
Ah, what a good lad. I am proud to have such a young man as my son.
The party you have been invited to perform at is a festive event held by the friends and neighbors of the graduating girls. Delicious, steaming food is stacked on banquet tables, and streamers have been stretched between all of the houses. Benjen and Jeremy, you both are hard at work performing as hired entertainment at the party, while Charles assists and listens to the stories and music. What all would you like to do?
I'm gonna offer my congratulations to the ladies and ask if their mothers would like to see a private performance.
Okay. Jeremy approaches the 2 graduating girls, the guests of honor at the party, in order to inquire after their families. Of the 2 girls, Sieglinde is the one to speak. She seems the more extroverted of the girls. Her sister is much more nervous and soft-spoken.
Our mothers, you say? I'm not sure if they're free for a performance. In any case, your talents are at a much better use here with the rest of the party. We need plenty of music to keep the merriment going.
Ah, that is a shame. Still, I strive to provide delights to all. Of course, it is no surprise that you hired me for this party. I am truly the greatest bard this land has seen.
I forgot how much the group dynamic is going to change when there is no one to rein in you and Joe's strange method of roleplay. What sort of character is Jeremy supposed to be?
He is proud and he is sexy. He is the most accomplished bard in the region. All the women want him and all the men want to be him.
So basically, he's just Donna?
No, he is Jeremy, the greatest bard with golden fingers and a divine touch.
Alouette glances over Jeremy, her eyes downcast and shy.
I would very much like to hear a private song tonight, if possible. I'd love to hear a rendition of a lullaby my mother used to sing to me. It's a bit loud out here to play such a song, however, so it'd best be suited for inside in the quiet. Maybe later? Would that be all right?
Of course, my lady, I strive to please.
Benjin, what are you up to?
I will be playing my trusty lute and singing a merry tune about magic.
Charles watches on, his eyes sparkling. He loves hearing his father play the lute most of all, and when his hands get a bit bigger, he can start practicing on his own.
A father and son duet. I love it. It'll be perfect. Oh, we'll have our own show together and perform the most amazing ballads. I can't wait.
Without Barack at the table, it really is up to me to keep these two on track. I wonder if I can do it.
Jeremy, if it's just the two of us at this party, we should invite more of our traveling party to keep up the festivities.
What? No way, this is our gig. Make them get their own.
The party is indeed a large and very involved celebration. Inviting other members of your traveling band would only help provide entertainment to the vast crowd.
See? It's a good idea. We should invite more of them along and spread the good vibes.
Fine, but they aren't seeing any of my share of the profits, got it?
Ben, can I send a messenger or something to fetch more members of our band of bards?
Sure. A messenger rushes off to the inn where you all were staying in order to extend the invitation for more bards to join the festivity. After an hour or so, he returns with several more of your bard friends who join at once in the merriment, adding more music and laughter to the party.
You see, Jeremy, the more the merrier.
Sure, fine, whatever. What else is there to do at this party?
Well, you're supposed to be working, not attending the party as a guest. Perhaps now that there are more bards in attendance, you will have the opportunity to play the lullaby that Alouette requested.
Then he ain't lying. Then I'll go do that. I was just talking to her. Where did she run off to?
Jeremy, you scan around the party and see Sieglinde, but not her younger sister. The laughter of partygoers is almost deafening, accompanied by the stomping of dancing in the street.
Sieglinde, I'm ready to play that lullaby that your sister wanted to hear. Have you seen her?
Ah, she might have gone inside. As much as we are enjoying ourselves, she is a bit of an introvert and prefers the quiet to such a raucous atmosphere. You might look for her in our home.
I'll do that.
Quickly then, we'll switch over to Benjin. Benjin, with the noise of the party and joyous atmosphere, you notice that you haven't seen Charles. He does tend to like to wander around parties like these, watching you and the other bards work, but he is always good about staying in your line of sight.
I should do a perception roll to look for him.
Sure, go ahead.
I got 13.
Through the many bodies of the partygoers, you don't see Charles anywhere.
I'll go look for him. As his father, I will always keep him safe.
Of course, your investigation leads you back over to Jeremy, who is about to enter the home of Sieglinde and Alouette.
Jeremy, I can't find Charles anywhere. Can you help me look for him?
How is that my business? You're his father. You're supposed to keep an eye on him.
With all the people at the party, I lost sight of him. Please, will you help me?
I promised one of the sisters that I'd play her a song. I can help you look for him afterwards. You can look for him in the house while I perform. How about that?
Okay, I'll do that.
Benjin and Jeremy, as you enter the home, you find all the lights dimmed and the smell of copper permeating the air. There is also something else lingering in the air, the stink of death.
Benjen, I think this is a bad idea. I don't think I want to perform here after all.
Do you think something happened to Charles?
I don't know, but I think we should get out of here.
But where else could Charlie be? I don't think he ran off to someone else's home. He's got to be in here. Maybe he had to go potty. Charles, you in here?
Do I have a torch or something I can light? There's no torch in my inventory, but I have a candle.
Jeremy, are you scared of the dark?
What? No, of course not.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
The two of you creep forward and the stench of the interior only grows more overpowering. In the dark, you can faintly see a dark stain on the wood floor.
Benjen, investigate that stain on the floor.
But, okay, as long as you stay here with me.
You inch forward in the dark and take a closer look at the stain. You realize with a start that it is a puddle of blood.
I will gather all my courage and shout out, Charles, are you in here? Papa is coming to find you.
You are met with silence until there is a creak on the wood across the room. A pair of red eyes glow in the dark, trained on you. Then, a bloody smile spreads underneath them, one that reveals a pair of fangs.
Vampire, get your weapon, Benjen.
A figure steps closer, and you can just barely make out their identity in the dark. It's Alouette. Her clothing is stained with blood. She watches the two of you just as a predator tracks their prey.
Children are so easy to charm, but they aren't very filling.
Holy shit, what have you done, evil beast?
Had a bit of a snack.
She reaches for something in the shadows and then throws it over at the two of you. It collides with you, knocking Benjin to the ground. In your arms, Benjin, is the cold body of your son, Charles, drained of blood.
Charles, no.
Shit, call the others, Benjen.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Shut it, evil beast. I'm gonna yell for the others to come inside. Guys, quick emergency, get your asses in here. We need backup.
Unfortunately, Jeremy, your traveling party is more used to performing than combat. They hear your call, of course, but scramble outside to respond and back you up. You hear sounds of a struggle outside and the slashing of a blade. Some of your bard friends burst in through the door, their eyes falling first on Benjin and Charles, then on the vampire. Through the open door, you hear screaming cut short by more slashing.
What's going on out there?
One of the other bards turns around and his face goes stark white. They're Sieglinde. She's attacking the others. They rush to slam the door shut and prevent Sieglinde from attacking from behind.
That won't keep her out for long. Once she's finished outside, which won't be long, there will be nowhere for you all to hide. We'll have our own feast in here.
The bards see the body of Charles in Benjin's arms and can put the picture together for themselves. Benjin and Jeremy, what do you want to do? Since you two have no experience with this sort of creature, I will warn you that we are dealing with a vampire spawn. These creatures are normally weak when compared to other vampires, but with your low level, Alouette is extremely dangerous.
Okay, I'll repay the sacrifice that Joe made for me in Donna's backstory. Benjen, take Charles' body and get out of here. I'll hold the vampire off.
You may be prepared to do that, but what of the other bards? When Benjin leaves the house, he will be face to face with another vampire spawn.
I'll rally them together, boys. Get it together. Benjen will take the body of his son to the town guards and send backup for us. Don't be cowards. Honor the sacrifice that Charles made. Don't let his death be in vain.
Why don't you roll persuasion, Jeremy?
I got a 19. Hell yes.
Bards do have natural charisma, after all. If you didn't do so well, then, well, anyway, that's not important. Jeremy's words have inspired the bards, who nod with resolution. They ready their small weapons in defense and prepare for Benjin to make a break for it. Benjin, I need you to make an athletics check to see if you can get out of here with your son's body to alert the guards.
I got a 10.
Almost, but not enough. As you rush to the door, Benjin, the vampire spawn catches you with her nails, dealing 8 slashing damage. In addition, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Save and throw is 15. I got lucky.
Indeed you did. Perhaps it is the adrenaline, but you are able to wrestle yourself out of the vampire's grasp and to the door. I need you to make another athletics check to see if you can keep running once outside.
This is for the sake of my son. I will get out of here. I rolled a 5.
It just isn't enough. Weakened by the claw attack by the first vampire spawn, your body isn't working as you want it to. The second vampire spawn sees you trying to escape with the body of your son and lunges for you. But thanks to Jeremy's inspiring speech, the other bards throw themselves in the path of the monster. Run, Benjen! Run!
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna run for the nearest guard.
Your son's limp body weighs you down, but you manage to keep running, not looking back, even when you hear the blood-curdling screams of you bard friends. If they were stronger, this might be different, but you all are performers, not fighters. You manage to reach a guard who is shocked at your bloodied appearance and the body of a child in your arms. It is evident that you have been attacked, and he ushers you to the guard's barracks to tell your tale. 2 vampires spawn in the city, slaughtering a party of people. It's almost too horrifying to believe, but the evidence you carry on your body and in your arms is irrefutable. However, once the guards usher the manpower to deal with the threat, Alouette and Sieglinde are nowhere to be found, leaving only a mass of bodies and puddles of blood at the ruined party. They slaughtered everyone before fleeing.
Oh, Jeremy, he gave his life for mine and all of the others too. Ben, this game is so painful. I don't like this.
Dawn breaks after several hours. The guards interview you, Benjin, to gather as much information as they can, and offer to help pay for funeral services for your friends and your son, Charles. It is all they can do now to help ease your suffering. And as your head sinks into a pillow that night, you find yourself filled with horror and dread in the dark, always remembering the puddles of blood that were surely evidence of your son's final moments. You remember the screams of your friends who laid down their life so that you could rush to safety. You close your eyes, remembering those glowing red eyes staring down at you. But as you fall asleep, the visions calm. You see, instead, dreams of a faraway land and friends who can not only help you grow stronger, but need you to help hold them together. You can still find hope and meaning in this life, perhaps, if you follow these dreams to this distant place and always remember the importance of trust, hope, and love. Remember the sacrifices of friends. Remember the love of being a father. And that will wrap up Benjen's backstory. Now, we know the backstory of all the characters.
This is so sad. I think I need some ice cream.
That ice cream will be on me this time, Joe. I feel so depressed after that session. We're both in need of Choco Chip.
If only Barack were here with us. I guess we'll see him at dinner, and we can tell him all about the trauma Ben has put us through.
Right, well, I'll see you guys at dinner then. Go ahead and have a seat. The sound of gentle winds fills your ears first, and it takes a few moments for your eyes to creak open. You wait for pain to dominate your senses after the fight with Mayor Rain, but instead, you feel only a dull throbbing in your head. Your vision slowly clears and focuses on your surroundings. Instead of a river carving through the rainforest, or even the prisons at Saltwish, you find yourself in the middle of a dark and barren room of old stone. The air stinks of damp and stale air. You are laying on the middle of a stone slab, clothed in your traveling gear. Poe sits next to you, curiously watching as you awaken. Your backpack of supplies is sitting nearby on the ground, right next to...
Hey, you. You're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that samurai's ambush.
Joe would have appreciated that reference.
I don't know how I'm alive, but I'm gonna stand up and ready a fireball at her. No more surprises. You're not catching me unawares.
Whoa there. No need to get prickly. We're all friends here, you know.
Friends? Sure, yeah, right. You're Ento, right?
That's me. Good to see we're caught up.
Not entirely. I just vaguely recognize you from a while back. I met one of your associates at a fair in Salt Wish. Besides, I can deduce what you're doing with the story, Ben.
I really doubt that.
Anyway, no need to be hostile with me. You and I will be close friends soon enough. Might as well start off on a good foot, don't you think?
No offense, but I really don't trust you. Not after all that Mems put us through. I'm guessing it was her who had Mavana killed off somehow and tricked Donna and Benjen. That said, it was such a stupid ploy. I really can't believe Donna fell for it. Ugh, and now I find myself here. Where am I exactly? And what exactly happened to Mavana? I still have my magic ready to attack just in case.
I'm surprised no one in the comments suggested this, but I had a lot of requests to add a shape changer or changeling character several episodes back. Huh.
Ben, you bastard, don't give us more shit to keep an eye out for.
This is the central temple in Harmonia, a place known only to those who have completed the Goddess of Harmony's ritual songs and pilgrimage.
Wait, the Goddess of Harmony presides over Melodia, right?
That's right. So confusing, isn't it? We ought to switch again. Would make things so much easier to remember. The Goddess of Harmony in Melodia, and the Goddess of Melody in Harmonia. I mean, how dumb is that? That aside, mind putting away that magic?
Wait, pause. I have a lot of questions, but first things first. How am I alive?
Well, you aren't really.
I'm conscious and self-aware. Having a conversation with you, I'm alive. After that battle with Rain, I thought it was over for good.
Yeah, I can see why you might think that. But you know, everything dead in Melodia ends up here in Harmonia.
Whoa, what?
Everything that dies in Melodia ends up here in Harmonia. Not in exactly the same way that you ended up here, of course. You might say they're all in a bit of a state of dissonance. In any case, my lady took a liking to you and showed a bit of favour. Be sure to thank her, all right? Otherwise, you'd pop up with nothing. She salvaged your adventuring gear and everything. Even your bird is here with you. And she'd like to speak with you as well. Go ahead and pray. I'll wait.
Who am I praying to?
The Goddess of Melody, of course. Go on. I'll wait for you.
Well, I guess it's safe. She could have ended me while I was unconscious. All right. I put away my magic and sit back down. I'll try praying then. I close my eyes to enter a sort of meditative state.
Your vision swirls again, dropping you in a momentary state of vertigo. The feeling soon settles, however, and you are faced with a dark-haired girl whose dress and locks sparkle like the night sky. As you appear before her, her expression softens.
You made it. Good. And it seems like Ento didn't treat you too roughly. She is sometimes a little excitable and forgets that others are not as durable as she. Regardless. Greetings. I am Devita, the Goddess of Melody. No doubt you have many questions for me, but listen closely. For now, we do not have much time. Before you, I give you a choice for some salvation. Ento has told you the nature of those who inhabit Harmonia, has she not?
Everyone and everything that dies in Melodia ends up here.
Yes. And they are put into a state of dissonance that traps them in undeath. That in itself is not the issue, but there is something else. As people and creatures reform here, others disappear. It is possible that the same fate awaits you, and you will be taken somewhere that my power cannot reach.
I'll die all over again.
In essence, yes. I am offering to extend my protection to you the same way I protect Ento and her assistants. With this protection, you will be able to safely navigate Harmonia without worry.
Wait, my friends Benjin and Donna are supposed to be coming here? I guess friend is a generous term for Donna. I think I'd like to knock her around next time I see her, but that's neither here nor there. What about them?
If they are using the long-forgotten portal to get to Harmonia, then there will be no need for me to offer protection. They will not be undead once they arrive here. You, on the other hand, will be in danger without protection.
I see. So Ben, am I going to be a cleric like Benjin?
No. The offer to multiclass is not into a cleric.
I offer you a pact. I will offer you my protection in this land, and I will teach you arcane knowledge to help you in your journey.
Ben, this is a warlock pact?
Yes.
You know, in 5e, it says right here, the beings that serve as patrons for warlocks are not gods.
Yes.
Are you going to elaborate on that?
No.
Damn it.
Maybe later.
I want to stay on the good side of things. She's not a god then. What is she? Let me think about this. What she's offering isn't bad on the surface level, but I don't know what else she might ask of me. And if I don't accept the pact, there's a chance I could disappear. Like, poof.
That's what the lady said.
Doesn't seem like much of a choice then. Damn, Merrick is undead now. And he was on this journey in order to learn about bringing balance to the natural order. Undead are about as opposite from the natural order as one can get. What is he supposed to do now? Just give up?
Let me add a bit of context about the multi-class to help you make your decision. I have added some homebrew to this decision. I will allow you to be an intelligence-based warlock instead of requiring charisma for spells.
My no-riz having ass.
Yeah, well, it makes more sense for this situation, in my opinion. Do you need more time to think about the decision?
No, I'll do it. I'll multi-class into warlock.
Excellent. We'll make the appropriate changes to your character sheet.
Also, being undead. That is kind of an inconvenience, isn't it? I've got a lot new weaknesses now.
Yes. Let me explain a bit more about your new condition. I am also homebrewing it a bit, so for the audience, bear with us. With the protection of the goddess of melody...
Who is apparently not a goddess.
Right. With the protection of this being, Merrick will be protected from many of the weaknesses of normal undead. He won't experience many changes aside from a weakness to radiant damage and increased resistance to necrotic damage. In addition, he no longer needs to eat or drink, but you can still go into your nighttime meditations.
What about healing magic? I thought undead usually can't be healed with healing magic, and that's going to be a huge problem.
I am tempted to have it only be half effective in your case, but I'll give it some more thought before my final decision. Anyway, back to the roleplay. Merrick, you feel a wash of magic come over you and your body. Forbidden knowledge of spells and magic also creeps its way into your mind. You now have access to spells such as Hellish Rebuke and, of course, Eldritch Blast.
Hellish Rebuke? Yeah, this lady definitely isn't a god, but I'm not going to complain.
The information settles in your mind such that you can focus one again. The goddess waits for you with a placid smile on her face.
I'm pleased that you accepted my help. I shall protect you with my magic while you are in Harmonia. In return, you will do some things for me. I'm very busy down here, and your assistance will be an immense help.
Of course, I expected that I'd need to work in return for this protection.
I will give you more precise instructions later. For now, provide help to Ento. Your friends will find their way here in time, by which point you will be able to help guide and protect them.
I understand. I will do as you instruct.
With that, your vision of the goddess disappears, and you are back in the stone room, watched over by Ento.
And? Was it enlightening and all that you dreamed?
I don't know about it being all that I dreamed, but it was enlightening, yes. I'll be helping you for the time being. The goddess has offered her protection to me the way she protects you and your assistants. Sorry, I'm just a bit confused. I keep thinking of you the way I think of Mema.
Ah, Mem. That's a name I haven't heard in a long, long time. You're not wrong to think of me that way. I hold a similar position to her. You might think of us as counterparts, but our day-to-day work is incomparable. You'll learn more as you continue to serve me.
Right.
Oh, don't be like that. We'll be great friends. We'll work each other to death each and every day. Ha ha. Get it? I'll introduce you to everyone back at the records office.
Records office?
Harmonia is packed with people, you know. I have to keep good records of who is here and who is lost, or else there'd be total chaos. Come on, I'll teach you more once we get there.
She links her arms with yours in a cheeky grin and pulls you off the stone slab.
Just think of me as a cool boss who's going to show you the ropes around here. You'll fit in no time.
And with that, we'll be closing the episode.
Wait, I have so much I want to ask her.
We wouldn't want to give too much away, though. Don't worry. I'll fill you more in so you understand a bit better how Harmonia works. After all, Merrick is a new resident of this island kingdom, in a manner of speaking.
I guess he is. I can't help but feel upset that his personal arc is going this way. He's learning about the natural order, not trying to become an undead natural abomination.
Trust the process, Barack. This is a deep exploration of your character. I have full faith that you will find this story fulfilling, and Merrick will learn more than he ever could hope about both himself and the world around him. But, as I said, it's time to close off the episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like and a comment with your thoughts. We'll see you next time, very soon.